It's been a while since we did a volcano update, so we're going to do that up next. Hey, what's going on, friends? Dylan Donaka here from the Buy Big Island video blog, and it's been a while since we did a volcano update, and you're probably not hearing too much about it in the news because the news is good, and when the news is good, you don't hear about stuff on the news. And so basically what's going on is, for a couple of months now, the volcano has completely stopped. So there are no active flows, all of the seismic activity has pretty much stopped, and there isn't any VOG coming out of the volcano, which is the biggest impact that the whole island can feel. It's good news that the lava has stopped, and for the community in Lower Puna. But overall, for the first time in my lifetime, there is no VOG in the Kona side, which is the biggest impact that we would see over here. And anybody who's come to Kona or lives here knows that that was kind of a fact of life. Was we always had that volcanic haze, which basically came from the volcano, and it's been here since 1983 when the volcano started. And then in 2006, it got a little bit worse when there was a big earthquake and some activity at the Halemaumau crater, and it opened up a new vent up there, which was a big factor, a big contributing factor to a lot of VOG that was coming out of the volcano. And then obviously with the most recent flow, all of that increased activity made it really bad in that May, June, July timeframe. But since then, the volcano has pretty much stopped. There's no active flows and the skies are blue, and that's why it's ridiculously nice behind me. It's like this every single day. You can see 50 miles down the coastline. I haven't experienced this in my whole entire lifetime, and it's pretty nice, and I can definitely get used to it. So that's the update on the volcanic activity. The big thing that is helpful for us here is the park has reopened, and I actually went up to the park last weekend with my family to check it out and see what's going on up there. And I did post a video of the crater on the Facebook page if you want to go look at that. But the good news is the park is reopened. There are some restrictions on where you can go because of some of the damage from the seismic activity. Unfortunately, Jaeger Museum is closed. And if you're familiar with the park where Kilauea Military Camp is, the road is closed from there on. So you can't get past where KMC is, but if you're a vet or actively serving the military, that's a great place to stay, is right on the park, right near where the crater is, and that's where we stayed. They have really cool cabins there. But you can access and view the crater from kind of two main areas. One is by the sulfur vents, and then one is by Devastation Trail. There's a hike that you can hike in, about a mile-long walk on a paved road that's been closed, but you can walk in and basically look at the crater from the opposite side of where Jaeger Museum is located, and it's amazing. If you've seen it before and you're familiar with it, the crater is almost unrecognizable. There's a huge hole where the floor used to be. About half of the crater has collapsed in on itself, probably because all of that lava has flowed out of the bottom and it's filling the void down below. But there is no activity at the crater. There was a lava lake for many years that you could see, and it was a huge attraction at night, but now it's just this huge gaping hole, and it's amazing the amount of material that has fallen into the crater, and it looks very different than it did in years past. Actually, for many, many years, the crater was pretty flat at the bottom, and then now a big portion of it is fallen into itself. So big change up there. It's absolutely beautiful. It's super clear. You can see all the way across. Amazing time to visit, and great to experience that change. It's amazing just living here on a and having access to an active volcano like that. So if you haven't been recently, it's a great time to go and visit the park and visit all the local businesses. We went to the Lava Rock Cafe up there, and just trying to support the community up there, which it's been rough the last few months with the park being closed, because that's a huge void in visitors that are usually going up there. So the park is open. Lots of cool stuff going on up there, and the skies are beautiful. So if you haven't visited recently and seen it, you definitely want to experience it. And all of us that live here have been super happy about what's been going on with the VOG not flowing out of that volcano. And there's some scientists saying that this could be going on for an extended period of time. The flows may stop. There's been cycles throughout the last hundreds of years where it flows for 30 or 40 years and it stops for 30 or 40 years. We don't know that for sure. We obviously can't predict what the volcano is going to do, but we could definitely get used to what's going on right now with the clear skies and no VOG, and 30 or 40 years of this would definitely be acceptable. So again, that's the volcano update. The volcano update is there's not that much going on, which is the good news. And definitely, if you haven't seen the Kona clear skies, you definitely want to come out here and check it out. So thank you guys for watching. If you got any questions, hit me up in the comments below, or email is dylan@bybigisland.com, and happy to answer them. And I'll see you guys next week. Aloha.